Hi, it's Andy, and today I'm bringing you my February TBR. For February, I'm doing Tori's series TBR-a-thon, and this month it is Bake Off themed. So the theme comes from a year-long challenge that Tori has got going on the series TBR Discord, which I'll link below, remind me, somebody. And so the whole thing of the year-long one is that Rolo, her cat, has got himself stuck in London and you need to help him make his way home up to Aberdeen. And so you need to fulfil a prompt for every place on the map, like that Tori has set out. And so because this month is Bake Off themed, the whole challenge for series TBR-a-thon is Bake Off themed. If I'm not wrong, I might be wrong, I don't know. I'm apparently not having a day today. I am absolutely having a day today. Anyway, so I'm just going to read you through the prompts and tell you what I've picked. And yeah, there was nothing really shouting at me to read this month, so I'm wondering how that's going to go for my actual reading, but I am excited. I'm just not like as excited as I was last month, so I don't know. The first prompt is Rolo's Jam Jar, and that is to use the adventure prompt for this month. So for each month you get 6 prompts, so you can use any of the 6 prompts. So the prompts for this month are reality TV, dystopian, class and identity, trials, survival and disability rep. For this I've chosen to do the disability rep prompt, and I'll be reading Disability Intimacy by Alice Wong, or edited by Alice Wong. This is a series of essays, a collection of essays on love, care and desire by disabled people, edited by a disabled writer, and yeah, so obviously a lot of disabled rep in there. The next prompt is Cake Week, and that is to start a series. So for this I've decided to start the Becca Mac series that I got gifted by Smash for Christmas, and the first one is Consider Me, and it is a chunker. Like, that is a chunky book. It is 535 pages, and that's the first book. So this is a romance series, I believe a hockey romance, and I put them on my wish list and then immediately forgot what they were about. So yeah, hockey romance, smutty, that's all I really need to know. Next is Biscuit Week, and that is to read a comfort read. For that I've chosen to read Crazy Rich Asians by Kevin Kwan. This is a series that I picked up just so one night when I was working at Zzz's, our gas went out, and obviously we couldn't open the restaurant because the gas went out because I was the duty manager. I had to stay until they came to fix it, and so I was just literally chilling in the restaurant, like literally had to sit there and wait. So I went along to the bookstore that was close, like a couple of streets away, and picked up Crazy Rich Asians, and I sat and I read that and I waited while reading this. And yeah, I've really been wanting to reread this for ages, and I really enjoy it. Like, this is one of those ones where I will like have random thoughts pop up about the book, which is why I want to reread it. So yeah, this is what I'm using. This is about Rachel, who is invited back to her boyfriend's home in Singapore for a wedding. But what she doesn't know about Nick is that he comes from like a rich family, and by like, she knew he's wealthy, but this is like Crazy Rich Asian. Like, he is so unbelievably rich that he's like the richest or almost the richest guy in Singapore. Like, their family is like in amongst the like top echelons of the rich, and it is old money, and they do not take kindly to him dragging along a Chinese American woman with no family wealth. So yeah, it's interesting, it's funny, there's so many footnotes as well, which I really love, because Kevin Kwan is actually from Singapore, so like he like puts in different bits about certain things, why they say things, why he chose, like, I really enjoy it. Not everybody likes the footnotes, but I think it really adds to the book. Next up is Bread Week, and that is to randomise 13 books. And I'm going to let past Andy take this one, because what I decided to do was take 13 books out of my Kindle, I was going to say KU, my Kindle cup, and yeah, randomise it that way, so I will let her talk. So what I'm going to do for this prompt, as I said, is take 13 of these and choose from them. So let's grab some here, some from the top. Okay, so this is too small to get into, so I'm just going to tip them out onto the saucer. Okay, so here we are. Did They Just Fall?
and I had to put them back on. Maybe. That's not the point. So we'll go with this one. And it is Love Checks In. Okay.
So as you will have seen, Love Checks In is the one that I chose. It's actually a short story. It's like 180 pages. And it is about a small town thing where somebody, I can't even remember it, I just read it. I just read the synopsis yesterday. Like somebody's trying to save this little building and somebody's trying to like come in and allow this corporation to take over this little building, and they end up sort of falling in love. I don't know, we shall see. Next is Dairy Week, and for that you have to choose a cheesy book. So for that I've chosen Dating Dr. Dill by Nisha Sharma. This is a Taming of the Shrew retelling, and it is about a TV cardiovascular surgeon, I think, a heart doctor anyway, and he doesn't believe in love. And Karina needs to be married to get her, I think it's a marriage of convenience, like a relationship of convenience, where like she believes in love and he doesn't, and she goes off on him and it embarrasses him and they have to like fix it. Yeah, this is basically just going to be like cheesy rom-com vibes, so I'm excited. Next is Party Week, and that is to choose a 5-star prediction. For that I've chosen Unloved by Peyton Corinne. This book comes out as I'm filming this in like 7 days in a week almost, and yeah, I am so excited. It is a follow-on to Unsteady, and it follows 2 characters who I love from Unsteady, and I'm really excited. I've been really excited for this book for so long, and I cannot wait to get it in my hands. I will be reading it as soon as I get it. Next is Hollywood Handshake, and that is to read A Friend Rick. And for this I've chosen Waking Gods by Sylvia Novelle. This is the second book in the, I can't remember what the series is called now, Themis Files, in the Themis Files. The first one is Sleeping Giants, and I read that, I'm reading this whole series really on Vicky's recommendation. I really liked Sleeping Giants, and obviously I now have Waking Gods and, is it Only Human? Whatever the third one's called, I've got that as well. So I'm really excited to get to this. This is a nice small one as well, and it's all told in like transcripts and stuff, so that'll be really interesting. I'm so excited to get into this because the way the last one ended, I was like, excuse me? What? As you can see, this did get a little damaged in transit, but I'm not too fussed. But it is showing up on camera, so I should probably address it. Next is Culture Week, and that is a different culture from your own, and that one ended up choosing my 12 and 12 pick, so I will let Past Andy tell you about my 12 and 12.
Hello, this is dishevelled Past Andy, who's going to choose the 12 and 12 book because I'm trying to get my TBR organised, and I just need to know what book I've got so I can work things out. So here we go. Who will be the pick for February? This one. Okay. Who do we have? We have Lisa. So the book for Lisa's pick is Love Her or Lose Her by Tessa Bailey, which is the second in the Broke and Beautiful trilogy, I believe. And Lisa's prompt is to read a new to you author. I will let future Andy go over that for you.
As you will have seen then, it was Love Her or Lose Her by Tessa Bailey. This is the second book in this trilogy. I think I called it Broken Beautiful. This is the Hot and Hammered series. So this is the second book. The first one, Fix Her Up, was what Lisa chose for me last year. So I really, it's actually very telling that I am having to be made read this year. Yeah. This is about a couple who are established in the first book. So they're already a couple, they're married, but they're having a rough patch. And yeah, basically, love her or lose her. I'm excited because I really like these characters in the first book. I actually find them more interesting than the main characters for the first book, so I'm really interested in reading this. And of course, Lisa gave me a prompt with that as well, and for that I'm going to use Becca Mac for my Read a New to You author. Next is Dessert Week, and that is a top priority read. So for that, I have chosen one of my pre-orders because I'm trying to read my pre-orders as they come in. I don't know how that'll go throughout the year, but so far it's working out pretty well. So for that I've chosen Deep End by Ali Hazelwood. I was speaking to Becca when she was on Sprouts yesterday, and she was like, oh, remember to order it, and I was like, I've got it pre-ordered, don't you worry. And it's on my TBR for this month because, like I said, I'm trying to read my pre-orders as they come in. So Deep End is a top priority for me to read. Deep End follows, I believe, 2 water sport athletes, like one's a diver and one's a swimmer, I want to say. I'm not even sure. It's Ali Hazelwood. She wrote it, she released it, I bought it. Next is Alternative Ingredients Week, and for that we need some LGBTQIA+ rep. So for that, I have chosen That Time I Got Drunk and Saved a Human. These books are queer as fuck. Like, if it exists in this world. Like, everything's just like, nobody cares what gender you are, or what species you are, really. Because, like, this guy's a dragon, she's a human. Like, it's shifters, but it's just a fun, good, smutty time. Like, these books are amazing. They're so funny, but filthy at the same time, and they're absolutely, like, the hilarity in this, just, I cannot wait to read this. This is the 3rd and most up-to-date book. I don't think Miss Foe has been released yet, or if it has, I just haven't noticed. Miss Foe is the 4th one anyway, but it's also a Christmas novel or novella, I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, this is the 3rd one, and I'm not going to tell you anything past that because it spoils things that happen in book 1 and book 2. So next is Patisserie Week, and that is to continue a series, and just so lucky for me, I'm doing the Chronicles of Xavier along with Tori, and so we are continuing on next month to The Study of Poisons. This is the first book from Valak's point of view, so we're going back to the start basically, and 1, 2 and 3, Poison, Magic, Fire are all done from Valak's point of view, so we are continuing on with this. I'm calling this a continuation, not a first, because it is, like, it's the same book but from a different point of view, and it was released like last year or the year before or something, I can't remember. But Fire has just come out. Study of Fire has just come out. Like, I just got my copy. I don't know where it is, but I just got it. So yeah, we are continuing this on. Do I need to do the spiel about Poison Study? Again, do we not all know what it's about by now? Maybe? Okay. So Helena is in the dungeons, and she is basically on the equivalent of, like, the fancy death row. She is next to be hanged, and the next person who is up for death is offered the chance to be the poison tester if the poison tester, or not poison tester, food tester, if the last one has died when you're about to be taken out. So he died, and Yelena is given the offer, and she decides she wants to live, and so she takes up this position, and she's trained by the sort of right hand man of the commander, who is Valak. And this is the book from Valak's point of view. Yeah, it's a fantasy world. There's magic. There is war-like stuff. I don't know how to describe it anymore, but yeah, this is the first one. We're going back right to the start, and it is from Valak's point of view, and I'm so excited. And it's so funny because a lot of the time, while at least Maria was thinking about writing this, she was like, why does Valak know these things, and where was he the entire time? And so she decided to answer those questions. And lastly, there is the final, and that is to finish a series. And so for this, I'm going to be reading another Tessa Bailey, which is Dreamgirl Drama, and I'm so excited for this. I cannot tell you. The first book in the series is Fangirl Down. It's called... Oh, what's the series called? I can't remember what the series is called. That's terrible. It's not terrible, it's fine. So the first one is Fangirl Down, the second is the Au Pair Affair, and this one is Dreamgirl Drama. Now the characters for this are introduced in the Au Pair Affair. And Fangirl Down I liked, but wasn't my favourite. The Au Pair Affair I absolutely loved, and hopefully this continues, and I love this one as well because I'm so excited. So there we go. Those are the books that I plan to read this month. There will probably be more, hopefully there will be more. I don't know. If I get this minimum, that'll be great. I might pick up more. I've already got 2 books that I might have to go over into February because I finished my TBR. I finished my TBR for January, the whole thing. I've read all of it except one book which just arrived today. It's currently the 28th, and the book was due to arrive on the 30th. It's come early, so I'm not too fussed. But because I finished a book and had nothing to read yesterday, I picked up another book, and I grabbed another book that I also wanted to read. So I might just carry on those 2 books into February. I don't know, we shall see. You'll find out in my wrap up. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. Let me know if you're also taking part in this, and I will see you in the next video. If you want to leave me an emoji to let me know you were here, if you leave some kind of red emoji for Dreamgirl Drama, oh my god, I can't speak. Leave me a red emoji for Dreamgirl Drama. and also Study of Poisons, because that is also very red. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye!